How are you doing, learners? So today we are going to learn from this coffee plantation. So today this is going to be our class. I hope you're doing well. I am also doing well. And today we are going to have a business studies. When you joined high school the first term, you are introduced a new subject named business studies. So to begin with, I want to tell you that business studies is a very simple subject, and it is very interesting. Even as you learn, even as you do your exams, you should know that it is a booster subject and you should be getting 80s and 90s in the subject. So my name is Madam Amwiga. I teach business studies and geography. Today we are going to learn a bit of business studies, and the whole of high school we learn only 31 topics in high school, 7 of which are in Form 1, other 7 are in Form 2. In Form 3 it is a bit wider, we have 10 topics, and then the other 7 are in Form 4. So when you add all those topics, you are going to get 31 topics. So it is not a very wide subject. So that is why I'm saying, learners, you should be getting 80s and 90s in that wonderful subject. So today we are going to learn about introduction to business studies. Let me begin by just stating all the topics in Form 1. We have the first topic, which is write down. I want you learners to start writing down now. Lessons in Form 1, or topics in Form 1. The first one is introduction to business studies. Then the second topic is business and its environment. The third topic, we have satisfaction of human wants, and then we have production, and then we have entrepreneurship. Then the sixth topic is office practice. Okay, then the last one is home trade. So today we're going to learn a bit about introduction to business studies. So I want you to get a pen and a notebook, or you can even have your notebook there and learn together with me. Okay, are you ready? Do you have your pen? Do you have your notes? Let's start learning. So I want you to know the difference between a business and business studies. So I hope, learners, you have written down that question. I have said you are differentiating between a business and business studies. So to begin with, a business is an activity. So you just going to write down, a business is an activity carried out by an individual or an organization involving provision of goods and services with an aim of making profit. So in other words, a business is an activity. Okay, so it can be carried out by an individual like me, Madam Amwiga. I can start a business either involving providing or provision of services or goods. Okay, I can sell a service, I can also sell a good. Okay, with an aim of making profit. Remember, we aim in making profit, or it is our aim to make profit once we provide goods and services in the market. Okay, so that is a business, biashara. It is an activity carried out by either an individual or a whole organization involving provision of goods and services with an aim of making profit. I hope you have written that. Now we are differentiating between business and business studies. Now we move to the second term, which is business studies. So right there, business studies is the study of activities that are carried out in and around production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. So write down there, business studies refers to the study of activities that are carried out in and around production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. So in other words, when you talk about business studies, ni kusoma kuhusu business. Are we together? Or you learn about those activities that we had discussed earlier, okay? So business studies is the study of those activities that are carried out, okay, involving production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services, okay? I hope learners you have understood between a business and business studies. So the second thing that I want us to learn today is components of business studies. Components of business studies, okay? So in an exam you can be asked to write down components in business studies. In other words, you can also be asked about disciplines that are learned in business studies, or in other words, you can also be asked about topics that you learn in business studies. So all those questions, you can write them down and they all mean the same thing. So when you talk about components of business studies, we talk about all the disciplines or all the topics that are carried out in the whole of Form 1, 2, 3, and 4 business studies. Earlier, I had informed you that we have only 31 topics in the whole syllabus or in the whole Form 1, 2, 3, and 4. So around all those 31 topics, we have their subdivision or their discipline. They are all subdivided into disciplines called components of business studies. So write down there, learners, components of business studies, okay? The first component is accounting. So write down there, accounting, okay? So we are going to write down the discipline and then their meaning, okay? Because you can also be brought for a question requiring you to write even what it means, okay? Are you ready, learners? Are you ready? Okay, let's start. The first one is accounting, okay? So write down there, accounting refers to the systematic way of recording business activities for decision-making purposes, okay? So write down there, accounting refers to the systematic way of recording business activities for the purpose of decision making. So that is what we learn when you learn about accounting. So it is all about systematic way of recording business information or transactions. So for that, we start learning accounting in Form 3 and Form 4. That is where accounting topics are, okay? Then now we continue to the second term or to the second component of business studies, which is economics. Economics, not there, it is economics, not economic. Some learners make a mistake of writing economic, which is wrong. So you should write economics. So that is the discipline in business studies. So write the meaning. Economics refers to the study of how human wants strive to satisfy their endless wants using the available limited or scarce resources. So we repeat again, economic refers to the study of how human beings strive to satisfy their endless wants, okay, using the limited resources. Sorry, because limited resources means they are scarce, they are few, not enough to satisfy all the human wants that we have or the desires that human beings have, okay? So you begin by writing economics refers to the study of how human beings strive to satisfy their endless wants using the available scarce resources. Are we there, learners? That one we learn in Form 1 when you learn about satisfaction of human wants and also other topics. So we move to the third term. We are in the third discipline of business studies. The third one is commerce. Write down commerce, okay? Commerce refers to the study of trade and aids to trade. Remember, we are defining the components of business studies, or the topics or disciplines that we learn in business studies, okay? So we are in the third one, and we have said commerce refers to the study of trade and aids to trade. I think commerce is the most dominant discipline in business studies, because in Form 1 we learn about trade in the last topic that I had told you. Which is the topic, learners? Which is the topic? Home trade. Very good. Clap for yourself. Thank you. Then if also in Form 4, we also learn about another trade called international trade. International trade. Okay? That one you will learn when you get in Form 4. Then you also learn about aids to trade. Aids to trade, okay? What are aids to trade? Aids to trade refers to human activities that facilitate trade, like transport, communication, insurance, warehousing, banking, and very many other human activities that we also learn in business studies. Remember, we are defining commerce as the study of trade and aids to trade. Have you understood, learners? Have you understood, learners? If you have any question, you comment down there. Then we are in the fourth discipline or component of business studies, okay? The fourth one is office practice. Write down office practice. Office practice, sorry. Office practice refers to the study of all activities that are carried out in an office, okay? That are carried out in an office. Such activities refers to filing. Remember, you have a topic in Form 1, office practice, so that one is also a component in business studies, okay? Yes, office practice, the study of all activities that are carried out in an office, okay? Then we have the last discipline of business studies is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. Write down entrepreneurship. Then we write its meaning. Entrepreneurship refers to the study of all activities involving the identification of a business opportunity, acquiring necessary resources to start and run a business. So entrepreneurship again refers to the study of the activities involving identifying a business opportunity or a business gap, and then acquiring the necessary resources to start or run a business. Are we together? Yes. Those people who do entrepreneurship are called entrepreneurs, and the business people are also entrepreneurs. Those people who come up with the idea, or they have just identified a business opportunity or a business gap, and then they go ahead looking or having the necessary resources that are required to start and run a business. They are called entrepreneurs. So we are coming to the end of this lesson. I hope you have understood. If you have not gotten any something on that lesson, you just comment down there. We will see, and I will make emphasis on that. So my assignment to you, learners, write down the assignment. You're just going to write down this assignment. Define the following terms. Define the following basic terms used in business studies. Define the following basic terms used in business studies. The first term is goods. The second term is services. The third term is production. And the fourth term is distribution, and then the last term is consumption. I hope you have enjoyed. I've also enjoyed teaching you, learners, and may you have a wonderful day or a wonderful night, and I love you all, okay? You continue learning, and may God bless you. Thank you. Bye bye.